So we did our project on conformity and the effects of it on young adults. So what we found is that young adults are generally very influenced by what they think their peers want from them. And this is shown through various studies. One study that we researched was on mixing alcohol and energy drinks. So despite the health risks associated with mixing alcohol and energy drinks, it is very popular with young adults, and young adults are continuing to drink alcohol mixed with energy drinks just because it is so popular among this age group, and therefore they are influenced and pressured by their peers. So one area of conformity in the media that we found very interesting was the Tide Pod Challenge, which is where teens are actually taking laundry pods and consuming them and calling them snacks or the forbidden fruit. So clearly this isn't good for people, but they're still doing it. It is very popular. So based off of statistics, kids around ages 12 to 15 are more likely to conform to individuals of higher status or who are more popular. So that is why a challenge like this could be very dangerous for young adults, because after seeing how popular it is, they're more likely to conform to it. So we went around and decided to conduct some research and ask students in a Mary Washington study room to see what they thought of the Tide Pod Challenge, and these are the results that we got.
So Zoya, have you heard about the Tide Pod Challenge?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I interned at a middle school, and so I heard them talking about it, and then I saw it all over Twitter.
Do you know anyone who's done it?
I have a student, and he said that he did it.
Why do you think that people are doing this?
I feel like it's like a trend, and everyone wants to do it to fit in. If everyone's doing it, they do it too.
So Maddie and Sierra, have you guys heard about the Tide Pod Challenge?
Yeah.
Where did you guys first hear about it?
I saw it on Twitter.
I saw it on Facebook.
Okay. What do you guys think about the Tide Pod Challenge?
I think it's funny.
I think it's stupid.
So why do you think it's funny?
I mean, because people are so dumb.
I think it's stupid because why would somebody in their right mind, at least, swallow detergent? It doesn't make absolutely any sense.
Dude, but it's funny.
It makes no sense.
Okay. Do you guys know anyone who did it?
No, but I've seen lots of videos on Twitter and Facebook and stuff.
Yeah, I definitely don't know idiots like that.
So if you Google Tide Pod memes, about 2 million results will come up. And here's an example of one. Hot Pocket sandwiches with Tide Pods in them. So there's a lot of popular memes that are making this funny and are making this seem more normal to teens.
So a big part of why we chose to do this was based off of normative social influence, which is the idea of conforming to fit in. And a large part of normative social influence is the idea of social norms, which are kind of set rules for what is acceptable and what is allowed in our society. And there are a bunch of different types of social norms, and one that really works with what we're going for is descriptive social norm, which is the idea of what people are actually doing influences what we do. So there are a couple of reasons why people conform to normative social influence, and it's strength, immediacy, and numbers. And the two that are most prevalent with ours would probably be strength and numbers. And so strength would be how important a group is to you and how meaningful it is. So if all your friends are doing these types of challenges and are conforming to things, then it's going to make it more likely that you will, because you care what they think and you want to be a part of that group. The next part is numbers, which is the concept that the amount of people in your group matters. So if a lot of people within your friend group or within people that you look up to or care about are doing it, it makes it more likely that you will also contribute to that. So I think these are key reasons why people do these challenges and do things like the Tide Pod Challenge.